Have to go to Muinfilia.
Oh yeah, I totally show you that.
Yo. Man, it's been a while since we've been to the Rising Step.
Indeed.
Tataro, why are you juggling?
Why is Tataro juggling?
Oh, is this the part of her story where she's like trying to figure out other odd jobs?
Let's see. Huh. Is that what? It's an axe, a knife, and a bottle?
Just dangerous enough.
Papa Limo's got some funny titles.
Hold on, now I have to go see it. Oh my god. Yida and Hori Boulder doing the squats.
Wait, where?
It's in the side room.
Looks like it's a competition.
Knowing these two, it most likely is.
Nice. Alright.
Alright, Momphilia. Let's just fucking continue.
Min foil hat.
Alright, just tell me when you're ready.
Welcome back, you two. I understand that Alphino had a task for you. May I ask what it was? Charges of treason and espionage against the Ligne Royale. I can scarce believe it. Could there not have been some manner of misunderstanding? No, it avails us not to dwell on it. Whatever the truth may be, we must trust to the authorities to uncover it. Let us speak of another matter. I am pleased to report that we have made progress in our efforts to find a way into Iceheart's sanctum.
Finally.
Huzzah.
A simple plan.
Oh wow. Bacon broth.
Good old broth.
As you may recall, Iceheart used the Aetherite in the depths of Snowcloak to teleport a short distance to the west, most likely to a sanctuary of some description. It is there that we suspect she means to summon Shiva using the crystals she stole from the House Fortom caravan. The heretics believe that they are bringing about the second coming of their patron saint. But if, as we suspect, they mean to hold a summoning ritual of the kind employed by the beast tribes, it seems likely that the result will be something more akin to a primal. Suffice it to say they must be stopped, and stop them we shall. But first we must surmount the obstacle that Iceheart has placed in our path. Ordinarily, it would be a simple matter to tap into the established Ethernet and thereby follow our quarry. However, despite our best efforts, we have been unable to ascertain the position of the Aetherite to which she teleported. Our prevailing theory is that she destroyed the second Aetherite upon arrival. A reckless, desperate measure, but an effective one. After discussing the matter at length with Yuri J, we have concluded that we lack the expertise to develop a solution. Which is why we have called upon the aid of one who does possess such expertise. A colleague of ours who is currently en route to Revenant's Toll from Charlian. She should be arriving within the hour, in fact. Since you are here, mayhap we could welcome her together. I am certain she would appreciate the gesture. Let us make our way to the northern gates and await her coming.
Finally. One of my favorite characters.
Oh boy. Does that mean you're gonna voice her?
I mean, considering what I know of her, yes, it would make sense.
Wait for the carriage outside Revenant's Toll.
At some point he'll notice.
I had to respond to my wife.
Oh, jeez.
The standing orders to text me instead of trying to talk to me while we record. So I have to actually respond to texts when they come.
Alright, fair enough.
I wait for the cargo outside Revenant's Toll. For some reason, that friggin' the wait for the carriage outside Revenant's Toll in my head is hitting the cadence of, like, I think it's Sophia the First. Girl in the village doing alright. Then I became a princess overnight. My fucking students sing it all the time, and I can't even. You're in the cutscene. I'm not even in the cutscene.
Oh, no.
I'm in now. Can y'all tell I have ADHD? Because I can tell I have ADHD. That's for sure. Oh, it's the Chocobo. That's your favorite character, right?
Yes, the Chocobos are great.
Minfilia, am I right?
Interesting.
None other. I bid you welcome to
like the
Revenant's
haircut.
Toll, and thank you for traveling so far on such short notice.
She
As
looks
if
very
I could
gay.
ever say no to Urianger.
I like it.
Moonbreeder is an accomplished Charlian scholar, and an authority on aetherite technologies. She has played an invaluable role in our search for a means to capture Ascian souls.
Charmed, I'm sure.
Ah, I'm taller than her.
Oh my god, you are. Very good. 6 inches, I would say.
Something like that.
But
I
clearly,
think if memory serves, I did make North Oda max height.
I tower over everyone here.
Of course.
Yes.
I think it would take... I think... What are we... It's what, 3 of you to hit North Oda's height?
3 of me, and then I will have an army, and nowhere on Eorzea will be safe. The Guardian army will fall overnight.
See if I can...
But yeah, I like Moonbreeder.
Here we go. That's a different stance.
Oh god.
Only a little bit, though.
Oh god, there's 2 of them.
Let us return to the Rising Stones at once, then. We have much to discuss. Okay. Doesn't matter how long we play this game, I constantly try to use shift to sprint. Or, like, just to move faster. Like, so many games I play, it either moves the camera faster or you sprint. And it's just, it's an instinct at this point.
I'm still used to other MMOs like Warcraft and Guild Wars 2 where they don't even have a sprint. Max speed is max speed.
That milkshake is gone. Hello, Minfilia!
Went very well.
Moon! Gods, it's been ages!
No longer, sister.
A joyous reunion indeed.
Well, of course it is. Moon and I are like twin sisters.
Sure, Ida. Sure.
Save in appearance and aptitude.
I believe Moon and I are on the same page. They didn't want to actually record anybody laughing? Okay.
Everyone, if I could have your attention. We have with us an esteemed guest who has come from Jalian to assist us. I bid Moonbreeder join us here that she might share with us her extensive knowledge of Aetherites. Also, as many of you are already aware, she has been overseeing our research into white auracite, a sample of which she has been good enough to bring with her.
The brick.
Well, I had to come, didn't I?
Brick.
You'd have to be bloody daft to turn your nose up at a chance like this. Where better to conduct my final tests than a land so steeped in ether you can taste it?
'Tis plain the passage of the years hath done little to dampen thy youthful spirits. And nothing at all to reform thy youthful manner.
Alright, Gideon.
Oriange, where in the hells have you been hiding?
Unhand me.
I've come all this way, and that's what you have to say to me. I much preferred when you were pleading with me to drop everything and hurry to your side. What was it you said? None save thee can satisfy this need.
Go on.
Poor man is
Thine
mortified.
artless attempts to misrepresent mine all too innocent motives do thee little credit. Mine intent, as well thou knowest, was but to impress upon thee the gravity of the circumstance. Lest thou doubt, a deiform entity shall shortly be summoned, save if thou and no other grantest my compeers thine aid.
You still haven't found it, then? Your missing Aetherite?
We have not. No. We know that Iceheart teleported to an Aetherite not far
The
from
fuck
the
is a
first.
compeer?
Yet even after careful analysis, we could not locate a second beacon.
I think it's like a weird way of saying compatriots.
Hmm.
Like, you know, in that Urianger way.
We now suspect
Right.
that the heretics destroyed the second Aetherite to impede our pursuit. Our allies continue to scour Snowcloak for Iceheart's sanctuary, but we have no guarantee that they will find it. Yet it must be found, for even now Iceheart prepares to call upon Saint Shiva.
I'm sorry, but if the Aetherite's been destroyed, then that's that. Although, you're absolutely sure she used the first Aetherite, are you? She didn't just use teleportation magics?
One of our own bore witness to her escape. I can say with absolute certainty that Iceheart used the Aetherite.
In that case, there might be a way, so long as the ethereal current is still flowing.
Truly? How?
We use the current to recreate the beacon. As you know, Aetherites are a bit like lighthouses. We use them to reconstitute our physical forms when crossing the ethereal sea. Without them, we'd lose all sense of direction and our essence would dissipate. However, we don't rely solely on these beacons. There are currents of ether which flow between them, currents which help guide us to our destination. Now, these currents will gradually dwindle away to nothing if an Aetherite is destroyed. But if even a sluggish flow remains, we could theoretically use it to direct a surge of concentrated ether towards the void left by the beacon, and thereby fill it up again.
Like opening the floodgates to fill a dry riverbed. Though, correct me if I'm wrong, but would we not need a veritable reservoir of ether?
In concert, we might manage to channel a sufficient volume, yet that is not my chief concern. To direct the flow of so great a volume of ether with the requisite precision would be a nigh impossible task in itself.
I barely succeeded in facilitating travel to an unattuned beacon. That which you describe sounds considerably more difficult.
And dangerous. Every person who has attempted to teleport in this fashion has died in the process. They, however, did not have wide aura sight at their disposal. I can use it to channel all the ether you can give me into the aetherite. However, white aura sight cannot retain ether for an extended period of time, so we would need to infuse it immediately beforehand. Just so you know, I'd confidently give this plan better than even odds of success. And if the worst comes to worst, your people won't suffer.
Though it risk the lives of our best and brightest, we have not the time to seek other options. If the ethereal current still flows, we shall carry out Moonbreeder's plan.
That's the spirit. Let's roll the dice.
I do like the little bit of thing, like, yeah, you get like a 50% chance of succeeding, and, you know, if they die quickly.
Yeah. Dun, 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 dun. All right, Mormonphilia.
Mormonphilia.
I have already informed Alphina of our plan to recreate the beacon in the manner Moonbreeder described. He agreed that despite the inherent danger, it presents our only hope of success. He also said that he wished to meet with you at Snowcloak before proceeding. I expect you will find him waiting for you there when you arrive. I want you to know that I appreciate everything you have done on our behalf, and that I have faith you will return to us, as you always have. Alright.
So, Mr. I picked out my Rogadin's canon name. What do you think Moonbreeder means?
Moon Brother?
Close. Moonbride.
Moonbride. I'm sure that won't be significant at all.
Surely. Back to the freezing ass cold. Why does it keep sending us here?
To fuck with you specifically.
Me specifically.
Mr. Cold at a 65-degree wedding.
Look, man, I was been living in Florida for the past 6 years at that point.
I have been grabbed by the claw.
Look at it. And even when I lived in New York, I fucking hated the winter.
The older I get, the less I like snow, I will admit that.
I'm fine with snow, I just don't shovel. Ugh.
Fair. That's why I don't like it, is because I'm much more responsible for snow removal now than I was when I was younger.
Yeah. And even if I don't shovel it, the salt did most of the work most years.
I'm not allowed to use salt because it damages the driveway, apparently.
Really? Huh. Yeah, we weren't able to do it on the driveway itself, but the sidewalk apparently was safe enough.
Did you
What?
switch mounts?
No.
Oh, there's somebody else near us then.
There was someone behind me that was on a blue bird.
Yeah, I thought that was you.
I thought that was you, and I'm like, wait, no. There's no way we can get that mount yet.
Huh. Hello, bug boy.
Hello, bug boy. What? Lady, please!
Good to see you two. I was starting to wonder if you were having second thoughts. Captain Ilbert sent his regards, by the way. He attends to the interrogation of Eline Royale in Ul'dah even as we speak. But I shall not distract you from the matter at hand. We can discuss the Ivy upon your return. I trust that, by which I mean to say, the others are waiting for us at the Aetheryte. After you, Scion.
Herbal.
Herbal. Wow, look at all that ether.
Mmm. Tasty, tasty life juice.
Slurp it up.
Oh, this isn't voiced? Okay. There! It's ready! And then you just give it to the big rock. Huh. It worked, I think. Try attuning to the Aetheryte now. Feel for the current and try to locate the beacon.
We've done all that we can, you two. For now, let us withdraw. When your final preparations are complete, you must seek out the beacon we have created. If, by the grace of the 12, you arrive safely, you must stop Isart before she summons Shiva.
Alright.
Talk to him again.
Talk to him again.
We cannot ignore the possibility that our actions have alerted Isart to our plans. Should that be the case, she may attempt to hasten the completion of the summoning ritual, and if she succeeds, you will have little choice but to face Shiva in battle. Knowing little of this saint, I cannot say if your own strength will suffice. Excuse me. And so I would encourage you to call upon your allies. It's a trial, it's a trial, it's a trial. Some may have reservations about wagering their lives on the success of... Jesus, I'm slipping all over my words today. On the success of Moonbreeder's experiment, but others will surely agree that desperate times call for desperate measures. Before you assemble your party, pray speak with that knight. I believe he has a message for you from Sir Emmerich.
Oh,
Mr. Knight!
Moonbreeder, what do you have to say about this? I have a mind to join you, but Ariane made me promise I wouldn't. Apparently the thought of me becoming Shiva's thrall was too much to bear. As if I'd give her the chance. Mr. Knight.
He's got to be cold.
Yeah? Madams, Sir Emmerich regrets that he could not be here in person, and asks that I read to you this letter. Ishgard faces an unprecedented threat. Yet in our hour of need, it is not her knights who stand poised to defend her. Gala Galala and Northo to Berglib, the warriors of light, saviors of Eorzea, your deeds this day shall not be forgotten. Where others would flee, you choose to remain. Where others would falter, you rise to the challenge. Where others would use their gifts for selfish ends, you wield yours in service to a greater cause. May Halone bless you with good fortune and see you safely home. Welcome to the Akafa Amphitheater. This is the one trial where I would say, if you don't enjoy the game by now, you're not going to like this game.
I do enjoy the game.
I know, but I like to say that.
Even earlier.
I know, but I like to say that to people who would think about this.
Are we double tanking?
That's up to you. Okay.
Reacquaint myself with my buttons.
Yep.
It's been a hot second since I played Paladin. Let us commence! Full party. Should I pop my tank stance or not?
Sure.
You should never have come here, warrior of light. I labor only to forge a lasting peace. A peace you would deny us out of ignorance and blind faith. No matter. If it is our fate to be at
I'm
odds,
not Catholic. I don't know
then
what
it
faith
is
you're talking
mine to strike you down. We whom gods and men have forsaken shall be the instruments of our own deliverance. Partake of my flesh. Fill this vessel.
Surprise,
with
it's
your
actually
light.
Bahamut.
Walk amongst your brothers and sisters once more. Oh, Saint Shiva, still the hatred within our hearts.
Just say, come in and
Bless
give it.
us with eternal grace.
Interesting.
What twist? She is the primal.
Alright. Oh god, where's my stance? Where's my stance?
Go quickly, I know where mine is.
Pretty good music. Oh, should I work on...
I got it.
You him?
I'm gonna take the boss from you. No? Okay. Never mind.
What's up?
Oh god, you're getting hit real hard.
Should I shirk?
We should be good.
Hey, don't snap at me! Jesus Christ, okay. Oh wow. We're going, huh?
We are going.
Proof. Nice.
I see what you did there.
Sure. They all left.
Where's the snowman?
There's a snowman?
There's a snowman hidden in the outside of the amphitheater. Can't see it. Or is that on the extreme? I can't remember.
Oh well. Exit.
God, the fucking turn.
You look so sad.
Fool. Blind, bloody fool. You, of all people, should understand the suffering war begets. That no sacrifice is too great if it brings an end to the violence. Mine is the righteous cause. You fight in a war you do not understand. A pawn of liars and schemers. And they are no less ignorant than you, following the creed of their fathers without question, never thinking to ask why. Trapped in a delusion of their own creation, and blind to the truth. Warrior of Light, redemption is not beyond us.
Behind us?
We who walk before may lead those who walk after. Seek the Keeper of the Lake. See with eyes unclouded.
The Mother Crystal?
Do not squander Mother's gift. Hear. Feel. Think.
There she go. Oh my god.
The moon.
No, motherfucker.
Oh, bloody goddamn it, not these idiots.
I can see the
And
sideburns.
so the vessel withdraws. A predictable outcome. Nevertheless,
Is that Gideon
La
Emery
Habrea
again?
will be
I think it
pleased.
is.
How unfortunate.
Gideon Emery
Slight-
again.
Slight
Evil
nasally
area
accent. Fucking
Alright, Moon
Asians.
Breeder.
Fucking Asians.
Askians. Asians.
Hello, Moon. By the 12, you're alive! I mean, of course you're alive. Why wouldn't you be? I thought did what? And you're certain about that, are you? Javanians are skilled with glamours, after all. Look, if you say that's what you saw, I'll believe you. It's just that I've never heard of a primal being summoned like that before. Are you sure you're not injured? Head trauma has been known to cause hallucinations, you see. No? Fair enough. I was only asking. Moonbreeder remains unconvinced that you have not sustained a head injury.
Nice.
If you ask me, there's not to be gained from mulling over the implications of your story in the freezing cold. Let's save it for the rising stones, eh? I'll get everyone to meet us there. But before that, you had best pay a visit to White Brim Front and speak with Alpha now. He's probably worried sick about you. That, or he's busy at playing politics with the Ishgardians. Either way, I'm sure he'll be delighted to see you hale and healthy. Speaking of which, you don't have a headache or anything, do you? No? Blurred vision? Oh, no reason. See you soon. I mean, is she wrong?
I mean, no. Go for you.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Ah.
Please, sir, this is a highly advanced mechanical
Sure,
instrument.
this is a Chili's.
Sir, this is a Denny's parking lot. Why are you doing this? The Denny's parking lot outside Ishgard. Ah,
So it's a Catholic Denny's.
you know, I'm gonna be out there and say it. I think all Denny's are Catholic.
Lemon! He's here!
Oh, jeez. Everyone's here.
There they are, and none the worse for wear. Was there ever a doubt that the Warriors of Light would succeed? I think I speak for all of us when I say that I should like nothing more than to hear the stirring tale of your victory, if you would be so kind. No, we were too late to prevent the summoning.
But not too late to prevent further loss of life. An outcome worthy of celebration. And one for which we have Gala and Northota to thank.
Yes, you're right, of course, Sir Lamerick. We should be content with what we have accomplished.
I, for one, could not have wished for a better outcome. Shiva is no longer a threat, and the heretics have been routed. There is the matter of Iceheart's escape, but she cannot run forever. Whether it takes days, weeks, moons, or even years, my knights will find her. In the meantime, Lord Drillmont, is the caravan ready?
Is the supplies that your men recovered have been prepared for transport in accordance with your wishes? Rest assured that my knights will see them safely to Revan's Toll.
Of that, I have no doubt.
I take it these are the self-same supplies the heretics stole from the House Forton caravan.
Less the crystals which comprise the bulk of the shipment, yes. Scarcely a fraction of that which was promised, but a meaningful contribution to your cause all the same. Oh, on an unrelated note, you two. Might I trouble you to accompany me to Camp Dragonhead at your earliest convenience? 'Tis not for my benefit. A certain lord was most distressed when he learned of your intent to risk life and limb to stop Iceheart. It took half a dozen knights to restrain him, I am told.
Oh, interesting.
Men give vent to their anxieties in myriad ways. Pray do not think less of him. You know, I gotta say, being sick and having your voice sound noticeably deeper definitely helps with coming across as Emmerich.
Yeah. Fair.
Oh, yes! The big boy.
I'm not going to turn around and look.
She's coming
I'm
for
scared
ya.
of what the big boy is.
She's coming for you.
I'd rather she didn't. I have a wife after all.
The prettiest girl this side of Thanolin. Petey.
Okay, so wait, how the hell did you get that?
I got it from... You didn't do that.
I did not get any option to get the mount. I did the quest and there was nothing after it.
What?
Yeah.
Do you have... Did they give you the horn?
I don't think so. What does the horn look like?
I don't remember, but...
Yeah, no, I did it and I got nothing out of it. And I'm like, what was the point of that?
You did the whole quest line? You finished off in Olda?
No.
Oh god, you didn't do all the quests, did you?
Alright, whatever.
Oh well.
I did not get any indication that there was more to it than that first one in Gridania. Oh well.
Oh well. It's a mount. We'll get plenty. Hello, horse font.
Horse font?
Horse font?
Wingding?
Yeah. My favorite Ish Guardian, Wingding, is comic horse font. Oh god. Yes. But what were you two thinking? Wagering your very being on a dubious theory which might allow you to enter Iceheart's lair, knowing full well that she could have sufficient forewarning to plead her ritual to summon Shiva anyway. And then engaging the abomination in mortal combat. By the fury! 'Tis the stuff of ballads, a battle for the ages. Would that I have been there to fight by your side. Yet here I was forced to wait, condemned to wonder at the fate of a dear friends for a veritable eternity. I would not wish such torture on my most hated enemy. But you are here now, and that is what truly matters. Let us move on. Sir Emmerich wished to have words with you and Master Alphino in private. He awaits us in the intercessory. Don't act like I didn't fucking hear you doing that. Damn. You moved away. I'm still wait, hold on.
Ah, here we go.
Greetings, madams. I shall show you in at once.
Okay.
The intercessory. There he is.
On behalf of the Holy See of Ishgard, allow me to express my deepest thanks. Never before have we been required to contend with a primal. Indeed, there were fears in some quarters that our knights might not be equal to the task. From what we have now learned of these beings, I can say with certainty that we would have lost a great many men had the Scions not intervened.
Then the argument for preemptive action should be self-evident. Perchance now you will reconsider my proposal that Ishgard move against Nautalon.
Ere we first met, a similar proposal was tabled, but the Holy See decreed that we were to observe, and that military action should be taken only in self-defense. All things considered, it was not an unreasonable decision. Since the calamity, 2 vigils have fallen to the Horde, while Garuda has never shown any inclination to storm the gates of judgment. Which is why this unprecedented crisis and its resolution may prompt a change in policy. You who have faced these primals know well the threat they pose. Ishgard did not. Not until now. And there is naught like a brush with death to change a man's outlook.
At the very least, this should silence any lingering
His voice is
objections
too
to our
breathy for
arrangement
my
with
taste.
Revenant's Toll. The Holy See may even feel moved to grant us its formal endorsement.
So far as it is possible, the Scions shall be compensated for their service.
We should be grateful for any aid you can provide.
As a gesture of good faith, I shall withdraw my previous request. Your people are doubtless needed elsewhere.
That will not be necessary. We too have a vested interest in watching Dravania's movements.
I see. Once more, I must thank you.
Sir Emmerich, if I may, do you truly believe that Midgardsormr could return?
The heavens are a window unto truth, but those who interpret their movements are not infallible. I requested your involvement as a precautionary measure.
But of course, you sought an excuse to compensate us from the first, mindful of what would happen if Revenant's Toll were taken by your enemies. Ishgard is not wont to aid its neighbors, but that does not preclude it from manipulating them to serve its own interests.
Dude, that's politics.
Choose your next words carefully.
Do you know what sort of man becomes Lord Commander of the Temple Knights? One who comes from good stock. I did not. Yet here I am now. Why do you suppose that is? Because I swiftly learnt to tell the difference between words, deeds, and beliefs. You are correct, Master Leveilleur. Ishgard desires to see Revenant's Toll flourish, as it would present a troublesome obstacle to our enemies from the south.
We are so glad to be of use to you.
As we are to you. Ours is a mutually beneficial arrangement, lest we forget, one born of necessity. The dragons grow more restless by the day, and the heretics harry us nigh without cease. We have contended with such troubles for centuries, but there are limits to even our endurance. Yet as a pauper is loath to part with his meager possessions, the leaders of Ishgard are not wont to render up their trust to outsiders. But with perseverance on our part, they may yet be made to see the light. Nevertheless, one must take care when walking the road less traveled.
Wise words, Sir Emmerich. I shall make a point to remember them. I must apologize for my earlier outburst. I hope it will not sour our good relations.
Not at all. You but spoke from the heart. I trust you understand that at times my duties may prevent me from meeting with you. On such occasions, my second-in-command will speak for me.
Lucia, at your service. Pray excuse our reticence. We are but wary of speaking too freely, lest our sentiments be made known to our enemies. Know that the Lord Commander and I are of one mind. For the sake of Ishgard, and of Eorzea at large, I pray our peoples can put aside their differences. Those who dwell in the past risk losing sight of their future.
Should aught befall one of our shipments, pray inform Lucia immediately.
You're finally gonna get a
You may
name?
also relay to her any words you might have for me alone. Not being of Ishgardian birth, she owes no allegiance to any noble house, making her as near to incorruptible as one can find in my homeland. Suffice it to say, I trust her completely, and so may you.
I am a little bit ahead of you. Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Which reminds
even
me, Lord
as good as I
Orshaffel,
am, I'm a little
if you would be
slow
so
on the
kind.
draw on some of the click-throughs.
Certainly.
In times such as these, trust is ever in short supply. Mayhap this will go some way to rectify the problem. The results of our investigation into the heretics' recent attacks, as well as our interrogation of the merchant you detained.
Sir Emmerich, I cannot thank you enough.
Think nothing of it. Ishgard may be many things, but it is no friend to Garlemald.
Did I not tell you to have faith, my friend?
Alright. I think that is a good place to end it off for today.
Nice.
We have a few more quests of 2.4. But we can save that for the next episode.
Nice.